Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bro Orb to Dawn of War Unification, where I am joined by lovely members of the community for some hopefully relaxed survival action. But before we talk who I'm joined, we will listen to this lady here.
Enjoy the fight. Kill till it's done. No more time for Wraithbone to be spun. From decisive moments the war is won. From the brink to fight they come. Thus ends the prophecy.
And yeah, now we can take a look who I'm joined. I'm joined by none other than Neon. Hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Totally mixing up my build order and totally forgot to take or forget what in it actually said, but it's okay.
So I was busy being disoriented because I usually start in your position.
Yeah, that's true. So Neon, you might know him from several things he's involved in. Most people know him, I guess, from the tech support, but he also does some stuff on the wiki. He was the MVP referee for my little tournament. He is moral support in the chats, of course, with the Dark Eldar and Slanesh references and everything. So Neon is all over the place. So I'm glad that he is joining me today.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. It's nice.
Okay. So I'm just quickly checking where all the crown shot locations are, and apart from the one out right in the enemy base,
yeah,
it looks quite promising.
That's a bad spawn. You have one inside my base too, so that's fun.
Yeah, so I if you don't mind, I will cap it at some point.
No problem.
The only thing that I'm a little, how should I say, I do not like that I forgot what the prophecy was. Like the first thing was something they killed till it's done, so this should be Dark Eldar. Then something Wraithbone, this is Eldar. And yeah, whatever. I just build stuff and hope the prophecy gets fulfilled. I was so eager to get the prophecy fulfilled, but I think there's no way.
Yeah, that's tricky, especially if we're recording and mirror positions and everything. But we have 40-40 caps, so you have a good chance of building everything. And
yeah, it's like it's just a question of building everything. So
yeah.
There comes the first wave, but it's only cold. Yeah, we playing just about the factions that. We play where that Neon plays Dark Eldar. Probably nobody is really how should I say surprised by that, I guess. So and I chose to play Inari to have a little double Eldar thingy going on. And yeah, before we go let's say on the talk about games and stuff, I normally ask if you want to say like give a little intro about yourself, like if you want to at least, where you're from, what you're doing and stuff. If you want to, if you do not want, that's all fine as well.
Well, I'm from Sweden. I've studied mainly history. I've worked in different kinds of educational and transliteration thingamajigs. I don't know. That's a pretty simple summary, I think.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I also totally forgot to get a critical location and all this, but it's okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm messing up bad too. It's the multitasking.
Yeah. Can you please... Oh, come on. Please leave my mimes alone. They are not infiltrated yet. Can you please? Yes. Thank you very much.
I parked my mandrakes by the critical location with infiltration early. That way it's easy to keep it.
Yeah, infiltration is not as early for Inari though. That's the only issue there. But yeah, going with infiltration is something I plan to do here. Because the AI is not really known for being the smartest when it comes to detection.
No, it will just stand there and get killed. And skirmish too, actually. You can just if you Mandrake rush an AI, they will just spend minutes doing nothing, retreating to the base, getting killed and sliced and whatever. They will not handle that good at all. I chose a color scheme. Since you're the Ynnari, I chose a color scheme, Cabal of the Black Hatred, Last Hatred. They are basically a necromancer cabal. Oh, they can see me. Necromancer, talking and playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of the big differences between in survival from to 6.9 was that they now send more than just one decoy squad to the critical location to get it back. Before it was like, whatever you send, it's not that much actually, but now they're really trying now.
Yeah, I must have aggroed something because I did one short test round for the first 2 waves or something, and they didn't send this much. I must have aggroed the entire wave there. Whoopsie.
They don't like you.
They don't. The entire mirror position is still messing with me.
I guess so, yeah, I can see that. I will just park one mime squad and some turrets there for the time being. And I need more power and everything. I need more everything.
You always do. Okay. Alright, time to focus up a little bit here. There they are. Found my warriors.
And where's my... Did they kill one? They killed one. That's the sorcerer, that's why. He can spot stuff. Okay, so... the obvious next question is how did you come to Dawn of War and then Unification? How did it all start, you could say?
That's actually the let me just play something here. That's actually the same question, because I started Dawn of War with Unification back in
nice.
4.68. I discovered Soulstorm and DAO rather late, and then I saw, they have Dark Eldar, because that's very unusual in 40k. So, and then I always mod my games, so I thought, okay, I want a cool big mod to go with it, and I checked out different mods, the competition, so to speak, and I thought Unification was the bee's knees, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's how that started.
Not shooting someone outside here, but yeah, it's as I'm doing all the Unification stuff, I can the people can probably understand what my favorite mod is as well. Yeah, because for me it was like I normally do not play mods because it's like because they sometimes change the basics too much for my taste, and I'm like that turns me off a bit. But like Unification is like just a big ass expansion in the end. So.
Yeah, it really is an expansion. It's basically you like the base game. Here's just base game times base games. More units, more races, more everything. So yeah.
So interesting that you started with it, because normally people have like played like the base game or anything. But then the question is, did you ever play like tabletop or stuff?
I did actually. I played back in 2nd and 3rd edition as a youngin. Played orcs.
Orcs. So no Dark Eldar. So it's a little more brunt and not so how should I say? So sneaky.
Exactly, but back then I lived in a smallish town, so it was a friend who had bought the starter pack and with a couple other friends. So it was basically, well, there's orcs and space marines here. Do you want to buy in and we start playing? And I go, all right, I'll take the orcs. I like Lord of the Rings. I like orcs. Let's do that. And that was kind of it.
But I have to say the orcs in 40k are very special. It's like if I also like orcs in the standard fantasy sense in it, but for for 40k and to some extent also like the Dawn of Warhammer Fantasy, they're so different.
Yeah, it really is. I went into it thinking Lord of the Rings, stuff like that. I'd watch the cartoon movies and such, but they're green, they're fungus, they have genetic memory. You hear that, GV? Not muscle memory, genetic memory.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like
GV
just that they're fungus. Never really. I was like, what? When you heard it the first time, it's like, yeah, sure.
It's quite different. All right, let's see here.
Okay, I think we're holding. That's good.
We're holding so far. I don't play much Inari, but Dark Eldar is a bit micro-focus faction, so it's not the best for stuff like this. But I thought it could be good and thematic, and we could talk about any units you have questions about. Highlights things like here, the Scourges, their new wings.
Yeah, that's actually a question I have on my list later on, but you can gladly can talk about them, because I really like that they have like now real wings, you know, not the I don't know what it was before. But yeah, give me some insight if you want.
Well, basically, this is the lore. Now, sure, Dark Eldar came out in they just won't let me build my turrets. They came back out in 3rd edition, and the lore was very scanty then. But then the 5th edition, they really fleshed out all the Dark Eldar lore. And this is the Scourges. They have proper wings. They have hollowed out bones. Some who go really deep into it, the Solarites, the leaders, they even get what's it called, quills and feathers as hair. They act as mercenaries in the Dark City and as pigeons, what was called male pigeons, basically. They carry information.
Interesting.
So, so this is much more law-friendly. The other was some kind of Batman jetpack, I don't know what it was, cyborg, badly done. Not a big fan.
I mean, how should I say? Like even the details with these hollowed up wings, it's like it's like real birds.
Yeah, exactly. They go to the homunculi. All Scourges are kind of wealthy, and they go to the homunculi and basically go, make me a birdie. And they haul out the bones and change everything, pull out the muscles and stuff. And and then they use the wealth they gain as mercenaries and as messenger carriers to get top-notch equipment. Lightweight but very durable armor, the best and most powerful weapons, very light.
Yeah.
Lore-wise, they could fire whilst flying. It's not balanced here, perhaps, but lore-wise, they wouldn't have the stop and shoot thing.
I'm actually not sure if they could be able to make shoot by flying, because I think that's an engine thing.
Yeah, but they could have fire on the move at least.
Yeah, so that's probably a balance thingy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I wasn't saying they should. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, but it's an interesting thought at least. At least I have also some Dark Eldar Trueborn. So I have some stuff on my list, but like Trueborn is one of the additions in the last version already. And I have two questions for you. One is lore-wise, what they are all about, and the second is they have 4 different weapons. Which is actually the best one here?
Best weapons is always a topic in War Room. Lore-wise, they are, you see, most Dark Eldar are Vat-born. Doesn't mean necessarily that they're clones, but they are artificially grown by the homunculi. Trueborn are kind of nobility. They are born the old-fashioned way. And they're very, very arrogant about it and wealthy.
That reminds me of like some of the vampire. I think it was like a Blade or something, where there's like only the born vampires are the good ones. The ones that got converted are like muddy blood or whatever. Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know much about the blade lore, but yeah, something like that sounds about right. Let's see here. Stuff is going. Oops. Scourges needs to fly away. Oop.
Speaking of scourges, you have also like the special reinforcement scourges I was highlighting while you were talking about them.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
about
it's okay.
reinforcements.
And they at least can fly over this wall, which is nice.
That is nice.
First part,
Oh.
I got it. Nice.
Sweet.
Next step. So it was Dark Eldar after all. And I think the second one was Craft World Vehicles. We will see.
Let's see here.
Okay, I guess I give one splinter cannon and one I give some shredder rifles. You never can go wrong with shredder rifles.
Shredder rifles are really good. We had some balancing with the
Yeah, I remember now.
because I thought the splinter cannons and shredders weren't differentiated enough in 5.9. So they have better accuracy on the move now, and the splinter cannons are better stationary and have longer range. So that depends how you want to use them, to stand back and fire with splinter cannons, or if you want to Brack died to something or to hunt stuff with the shredder rifles.
Yeah, I see. I mean, you're holding quite fine. You said that Dark Eldar is not really good at defending, but you're doing it like just towers and ranged units, and then there's a Trueborn. How do you feel that Inari can get 2 Trueborn and you can only 1? There we go.
Well,
there we go. Second part.
Nice. Well, the Inari has a lot of BS, according to me. The lore-wise, they have Leylit too, but I'm headcanoning the other way. That never happened.
That's actually that's why I'm also like proposing to have like 2 Trueborn, but yeah, it got toned down.
Yeah, balance and stuff. But yeah, the Inari, they basically hijacked a bunch of stuff from Craft World and from airplanes, from the Dark Eldar, and then they just stopped the storyline and they're just out in limbo somewhere, blah blah blah. Nah, my headcanon is that never happened. Inari are very cool as a concept. I like it, but I don't like how they just stole everything away and did nothing with it, basically.
I mean, like it's like Vogel's also complaining quite a lot that they started like Games Workshop started the Inari thingy and then never fleshed it out.
Yeah, it's just in limbo now.
Yeah.
Oh, how are you? Yeah, you're holding fine.
Yeah, I'm just losing some mimes, I guess. That's not a big loss.
Yeah, it's tier 1 units, right?
Yes, but they make a good first firing line with their Neuro Disruptors, reducing the enemy morale, and are also like infiltrated. And also, why are your death chesters like in first line? Who gave you this order? Can't be me.
Yeah, they move about too.
And I have quite a lot of infantry here. So let's give me a look here over. So a tabletop. Do you like play also games apart from like Dawn of War? There's like, I heard there are games other than Dawn of War.
That's just propaganda, fake news. Yeah, I don't play a lot of different games, but I do have other ones I like. I like Star Sector and heavily modded Skyrim, for example. Like Civ 4, played that a lot before. EU4, Stellaris can be fun. So yeah, but for RTS nowadays, it's basically just a DAO. When I was younger, I played more like Warcraft 2 and Command and Chaos Sorcerer, apparently. And but now things changed.
I just have a close-up of your Rex finishing up this Chaos Sorcerer here. Really nice.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, getting cinematics. Yeah. I'm zoomed out trying to...
yeah, it's okay. It's just occasional cinematics here. So now I have a problem.
keep misplacing my slaves. Like, thank God for the point button, not comma, point correct.
Now I have a problem. I think I need to build Corsairs, but I also have these Trueborns already. I guess they will look to the enemy base. Reconnaissance mission.
Running a... They look rather nice with your color scheme. Green cloaks and white.
The green cloaks are uncolorable because I only have white and red. So the green, they are always green. Now they're making some melee with some Cornite Berserker, so probably not the best use of their time, but at least they have a knife.
That's something. The Dark Eldar, they have colorable cloaks, actually, for their Trueborn.
Ah, interesting.
I sent them over to you if you want to see.
I can...
Yeah, they are. Oh. Yay!
Oh, there they are. Yeah, so they're blue. You're blue. That's a bug report. Okay, let's at least hope I wasn't wrong about it. And totally murdered some Dark Eldar. Nothing.
They're used to it, don't worry. Life's cheap in Camera.
So...
Yeah, I've seen some people be a little bit confused about the population size too of the Dark Eldar and Camera. There are billions and billions of Dark Eldar. Camera is huge. It's more like a planet system size thing than a little city like New York or something. And it has many different pocket dimensions. So yeah, some people have seen it in the lore chat several times. No, there's like billions and billions and billions of Dark Eldar.
How could this go wrong, right? So I have one thing on my list. I haven't asked you before, but I said it quickly. You did the monumental task of being the referee for my invitational. So how did you experience the invitational? Like, how should I say? Like, were you rooting for someone, or were you just like, yeah, let's see where this goes?
I was basically focusing on keeping things working and hoping nothing crashed. And I actually didn't even move around too much because I really don't trust DAO. So I was just focused basically on that.
Okay.
At some point, with the what was it? The 1,000 Suns against what was it? Chaos Demons.
Chaos Demons, yes.
That got real confusing. It was just a bunch of screamers chasing each other around. I just tuned out and had no idea what was going on there.
It was even for casting. It was like, holy shit! Did I have screamers here? I have screamers here.
Yeah, it's same experience. I thought about you when I saw it. Max is gonna have fun with this.
I mean, it was a really nice game. Like, not also the series. You know, it was like really nice to see KPR being back for one thing, and then also like the first game where I realized, like, balls to the walls. I just open up with a crap ton of Furies and run to your base. I was like, why did nobody do this before? Like,
yeah, I mean, in PvP and the tournaments, we get good players. You find new strats and the meta evolves basically. So that's where things are at in that regard. If you want to play efficiently and hardcore and knife fight it.
Yeah, it was like I was also saying, like, when I was casting, it's like, put these people in a like there wasn't even a prize pool or anything, but put these guys in a tournament setting, and they will try hard. And yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, people are competitive, especially PvP players. They have that. Well, it's in the nature of the game basically. You don't play PvP if you don't want to win. So
yeah. For the points, all for the points.
Yeah, that's my take anyway.
It truly is. I had my little PvP go as well before I learned that I'm not as good as I wanted to be, so that's why I do not play a lot of PvP anymore. But yeah, it's all about the points.
Yeah, it can be a bit stressful too.
It's also if you're like always playing against Kukai and getting your ass handed to yourself, it's like.
Yeah, that's true. And there's so many races in Unification too. So there's always something new. There's always, if you think you've managed one matchup, you got the hang of it. Well, all right, here comes a new race. Back to square one.
Yeah. I don't think I can fulfill the prophecy. It's either a bug or I don't remember what it was.
Really?
There's one line of prophecy I learned in making my guides that doesn't work, and maybe it is exactly that.
That's a shame. I forget how it works. Do you need to have all the red dots?
No, that's the if you have all the red dots, you get a bonus for all your units, and they're all like shiny and glowy.
I see.
For the prophecy, you have like how should I say? Each line says something about a unit type, like it's infantry or vehicles. And then, depending on what they say, if they're like something with blood and kill and stuff, then it's Dark Eldar. So you see, it's a Dark Eldar vehicle. Like the first one was like they enjoy kill till it's done. It's like, yeah, okay, this is Dark Eldar, and there's nothing like with vehicles and speed. So this is for the infantry. So this was easy, and the next one. Was something with Wraith Bone, so this is truly some craft world vehicles. So this was also easy, and now it's not as easy because I actually don't remember what they actually said. And yeah, you have to write it down.
I wouldn't remember either. I for a long time thought it was just to mess with people, and then Fuggles corrected me and said no. It's actually a real thing. I didn't catch how it would work, so I had no idea.
You didn't watch my guide then.
Well, it was before the guide.
It's okay. Yeah.
I usually find all these like what's it called, the Gavasa and the Scions. The Scions. So many people had trouble finding. I tried one test game to find them, and then me being me and not having much patience, I just checked in Corsics.
Yeah.
That's how I find out stuff. So, but the prophecy you can't actually see it just using Corsics. It's using Lua scripting.
Yeah, which is actually nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Like
nice.
You cannot cheat it. I mean, now it's a little spoiled, but you know.
Well, it's more difficult to cheat anyway. You can if you start reading the scripts, but then you have to. That's more hardcore. I can read some things from the scripts, but not all things. You have a Razor Wing too.
Yeah. There you see it, and I also have three ravens.
Hello.
And if you would play it on harder, I would get a Razor Wing and a second one as well, as reinforcements. It's a little weird relic reinforcement, to be honest, because as it's not a tier 4 relic, but yeah, still.
It is what it is.
Oh, come on, really? They again took my critical location.
In my case, it's just as well, because I keep forgetting about them, and then they get killed by themselves, so... The spawn location is outside the base, outside the walls.
Yeah, and now they say reinforcements are inbound. Thanks. Man. Let's see.
Let's see here. So far, so good.
So, back to some questions again. Sometimes I get distracted a bit.
Oh yeah, me too.
When you're not playing games, like I know it sounds like weird for some people, but if you're like not playing games, what do you do in your spare time?
I'm a little bit all over the place in periods. Sometimes I have periods where I work out more. Sometimes I read. Sometimes I'm just being social and chatty in real life or on internet. I mean, I can have phone calls that last 4 or 5 hours just chatting away, and that's the entire evening, afternoon,
Wow.
on Sunday. Yeah. So I never have enough time to do what I want.
I mean, that's better than being bored and stuff. I just look at your Dice of Destruction. Did they have these? Did they have these slaves and everything before as well, like in vanilla?
Yeah, that's vanilla thing.
Jesus.
I was about to say something, but that might be a dev version thing. So I have nothing to say further.
Okay. Let's keep it secret.
Yeah, let's keep it secret. But yeah, that's vanilla. That's why we call it the Pimp Mobile.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's the Vect Pimp Mobile, and it's kind of weird how DAO did with the Dark Eldar, because this is the supreme arch tyrant of all of Komara, and he's riding around in a little Pimp Mobile, checking out how some lowly Archon is doing whatever on some planet.
It's like it wouldn't be his business, you say.
No, I mean it's like the CEO of a multi-billion company going down to check on the warehouse on some local store or something. It's like that's not his job.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He's like he wouldn't bother. Like
no, he wouldn't. But I think that's one. Once again, it's the third edition thing, because in third edition it wasn't really fleshed out the Dark Eldar who exactly he was, except some kind of big leader. But in fifth edition, when they did, it becomes really weird. He has in the books. I haven't read it for a long time. All right, now it's getting a little bit more intense. In the books, he has a giant cigarette that's flying around,
so
shooting giant laser beams and stuff.
Yeah, more like a spaceship, I guess.
Yeah, like a giant spaceship, and he has body doubles and yeah. So, yeah, but the Pitmobile is nice. There's a sub-Archon called the Eldar names, Velrot, Varkassian, something. It's a right hand of Vect. You can headcanon it as it's he that's in the Pimpmobile.
Okay.
That's what I like to do.
So they just weren't sure about what to do, so they just put in there, and then in today's standards it would be a different.
Yeah, that's my take on it. It's a weird thing to do in today.
Okay.
They have a lot of cool special characters, like Duke Sliskas. He never wears the same outfit twice. He has like a cape with the faces of his enemies, or something like that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they have a lot of good, cool characters, but they had some of them in third edition, but they went with Vect instead.
I need to move my firing line a bit forward, I guess. Okay, please move forward.
Yeah, and ideally I would use like soul abilities and the short circuit on the Raven, but that's not happening now, is it?
I hope I see at least one Soulstorm somewhere on the map at some point. That's all I want.
Here you go.
Nice. Yeah.
Wish has been granted.
The Soulstorm, the namesake of the whole game.
Yeah, they did. There's what's called a little bit double pun, since Dark Eldar and Sisters, with their fate and their souls, were the big thing in the last expansion. They had some nice, or I don't know if that's official, but you've seen it, the dominatrix versus the battle nun picture on the staircase.
No.
Well, I'm not good at describing it. I'm not sure it was official, but that's what I think of.
Okay.
It's a famous picture.
Yes.
There we go. Retaking my critical location has been lost, apparently.
I take.
Oh, yeah.
I finally take the little hammer here. Like after 35 minutes, I get to walk here. There you go.
Well, better. Nice, shiny too.
Yeah, Ephraim is now really a beast. And I'm almost done getting my tier 2 Titan research done. It's like, yay!
Well, I was about to build a Titan and discovered I had no critical location, so...
That's something, yeah.
That's a classic. I have where did I put it? Here we go. Here's the Medusa. He's running around along your line. That's
There's a total safe. There she is, yeah.
Yeah. That's a cool character too. The design has a bit of Cenobites to it, apparently. That was by will, because one of the devs involved with it, Gambit, he was a fan, so some of the styling, so to speak, is from there. But it's a cool character because it's a parasite that's attached to a living person, and then it grows mind grapes that you can eat. So the more welcome to Comra. So the more extreme sensations it's around, and like suffering and ecstasy and whatever, the more it grows these. And when you eat them, you experience those extreme sensations yourself. And as an added bonus, you can like mind blast people with those negative emotions.
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah, it's Dark Eldar. So Archons love to have them in the court. They're both nutritious, nutritious diet, and they can always mind blast someone if needed.
I mean, yeah, I mean, sure. So the one thing about her, please do not use her possession ability. I'm not sure if it will crash the game.
No, I'm staying safe. I actually don't like to use it because I like the unit and the voice lines. So I just attach him to something and listen to his voice lines.
So yeah, I can see that. It's like some people were also complaining that if you attach like the wizard to Ephraim, it overrides the. Oh my god! What the? 3 Helldrakes.
What?
I have 3 Helldrakes at my doorstep. Jeez.
Well, I was about to send my Razor Wing, but it died, so...
It's getting more intense than I wanted to, but let's see how it goes. It's gonna be interesting. Like 3 freaking Helldrakes, a Decimator, a freaking Demon Prince. Jesus, I think I need to build more turrets. Where's my build?
Yeah, we're into the level 7 and 8, where it's not too unusual for things, at least when playing Dark Eldar, it can get dicey.
But
if you play Imperial Fist or Krieg or something, it's more fine, but the last waves with Eldars, or at least Dark Eldars, can get dicey.
I think I get some more AV, but yeah, you also have some Predators, Mutilators, Obliterators, I was to say. Jesus, this is gonna be... Yeah, but if you kill the leader, like the Chaos Lord here, this would be important. I lost Ephraim, so everybody's like, oh no!
Oh no, please.
I can try to short circuit something, I guess. Aha!
You can always ask your friends in the last Hatred Cabal if they will quotation marks resurrect her.
Come on, kill the Lord. Come on! Mimes, you can do it.
Zombie rain.
Oh, come on. 20 HP, 14.
Do you need help over there?
I have him. Now they should all be not so happy. But they don't mind really. I guess I'm fine. I just need to build stuff, I guess. It's like if you're talking, forgetting to build stuff.
Oh yeah. We're actually doing very well. we're level 8.
I think you can do this. I was actually planning on, if it's like quote-unquote getting too boring, I'm just A-clicking to the enemy base at some point. Like, can we defeat the Doom Wave at some point, you know? It's like, I normally I do not like survival because of that it either gets too easy for the most part, or it's too hard. It's like very hard to get something in between. At least that's my experience on it.
Yeah, it can definitely with the like Krieg or Imperial Fist. You once you stabilize and you build up your artillery and long range stuff, it doesn't become that challenging anymore. But it's fun anyway. I'm more of an immersive player with themes and stuff, so it's fun for me. Even then.
Yeah, I remember one picture you showed where you're like building up your shiny base or something, and then you got killed by a random thing or something. You said.
That sounds about right. I'm building a forest of turrets over here.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm really impressed. Okay, so the last thing about before we just go into lore mode for different units around. How should I say? It's going to be a little spoiler because I am planning to do, once I am done with the current Let's Play of the campaign, I will do an Dark Eldar campaign, and to make it, as you said, a little more immersive and stuff, I hopefully have a little narrator for the battles, and like giving some cool lore tidbits and stuff. And yeah, Neon will hopefully be the little narrator for it, and so little not spoiler, little teaser for that will be done at some point. So are you looking forward to this one, or it's like?
Yeah, that's going to be cool. I have to check exactly what we talked about. It was so long ago, but yeah, that's going to be real cool. Looking at what's. Oh, it's my turn to get a bunch of Hell Drakes and
I can just fly over here. We have 2 White Dragon Phoenixes. Or no, this is your one, and yeah, the white one is mine.
Yeah.
Come on, I can micro him. Short circuit. Oh, okay. I don't need to micro.
No, we had too much firepower. 2 Void Ravens and Razor Wings.
Oh, nice.
I think we might be stabilizing here.
Yeah, I think at least at wave 9 or something, I will just A-click to an enemy base. Yeah, so
Sure.
just to round that thought up a bit, the idea I have is that I play the campaign. Like, it has 2 gimmicks. One, it's a little story tidbits of from you. Like, you just you can see what map or whatever it is, and then you're like. You are like the lore guy. You can just say something random about some cabal doing this on this map or whatever. But the idea is also that I make it like a more traditional campaign. Like you were talking about Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3 and stuff like that. You start off with only a handful of units, and then the longer the campaign goes, you get more access to more and more units, like for the missions. And this is something I have in mind as well. That for the first mission, I will only have my Archon and Mandrakes, for example, and have to win like this. And in the second, I now have also warriors and so on and so forth. With some exceptions that HQs, of course, I will be needed to have all available. But yeah, that's the idea behind it.
It's a cool idea. I hope we can make it work. Especially in the beginning, the first couple of missions could be tricky. Archon and Mandrakes only.
I mean, I do not restrict me on the buildings, so I can at least get all the Mandrake upgrades. Even they're like tier 2 more damage upgrade. I can get all the Archon upgrades, for example. And if everything fails, I just turret spam the opponent, I guess.
Yeah, that might have happened. I've played the first campaign mission a couple of times for like testing purposes before, and Yeah, it could. First one could be tricky.
We had
You gotta rush them.
we had a Land Raider Hades, I think it's called. We had a Keeper of Secrets, and did we have a Bloodthirster? I don't remember. Just for for our opponents, so that I now at least at the end maybe highlight a bit of stuff, because was busy talking and stuff. No, that's at least that's the idea, and then it would also leave you some story tidbit that some story background that you could say, and now finally some witches arrive for some fun, or I don't know.
Yeah, we'll work it out to see exactly some kind of storyline. You can play. What's called? I forget the name of the cabal. This one cabal that's basically an semi-exiled one who spends lots of its time in real space. It could be that one, Children of the Thorn, I think. It could be. You could play like that one, building up your forces and eliciting aid and mercenaries, and yeah, there's always cool stuff to do. So
nice.
That'll be no problem.
Nice.
Why can't I build? Oh, I'm a dumb. I was looking at the critical location over and over. Thought I had it, but no.
It's a different icon. it's also a little Slaneshi, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, that explains it. I was going to build the rampage because I've written like a dozen or more voice scripts for units, and most are not in 6.9. There's some in Death Guard and Dark Eldar and such, but the rampage is one that I wrote. Actually,
funny backstory about this is that also the Land Raider the Predator for Death Guard I voiced was also your lines, and one unit that I will voice soonish, an assassin I will not spoil here. You also did write the script for it.
Yep, that's right.
So that's also something that Neon is doing in the community. He is all over the place, as I said in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm a miscellaneous guy. a little bit. I haven't beta tested much for this version, but I beta tested for 6.9.
Yes.
Some tech supporting, some writing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the beta for 6.9. This was wild times. I have to say, right at the end as well. It was.
Yeah, I remember I spent like an hour or more with the true board. Not only the weapons, hours if you count the weapons, but I zoomed in and then different tests how they turned. I found that if something was running around them and too close, they wouldn't be able to fire some weapons because they were too busy turning. That was like an hour of me just building stuff and let's see here, angles, speed, zooming in.
Yeah, it's like the like everybody's like, can I get access to beta? It's like it's not fun and games. It's like hours of lifetime spent in loading screens. Like literally.
Yep.
It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's if you add it up, it's hours and hours you spend on loading screens.
Oh yeah, lots of loading screens, lots of meticulous testing, specific scenarios, units, gameplay testing. You quit halfway because you got the info you needed. Oh yeah.
I mean,
some people think it's just fun and games. Well, if you're having too much fun and games, you're not beta testing.
Yes,
that's the way it is.
That's exactly it. It was like just like a few weeks before release, I was like, yeah, I need to play every single faction at least once. So I sat down, played 29 factions. For like sometimes even multiple games, so 29 factions times let's say 20 to 30 minutes each game. You see where it goes. and I even found stuff with it. It's like there were some AI coding issues or something, so it was necessary in the end.
Yeah, it is. So I got annoyed a couple of times. I usually keep it together, so I won't say it. But I got annoyed a couple of times when people were complaining at the 6 play. Did you guys even beta test this? Yes, we fucking did.
Yeah, I was like,
can I
like,
swear?
We are not a AAA. That's like all of spare time. Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people seriously underestimate the amount of work that this takes.
Yeah. I mean, what is this doggo? Gaia against me. There's a doggo on my side, like outside the fog of war. It is now invisible. Give me a second, maybe I can move in again with someone. There's Gaia. It's from Iskandar Canyon. Now I see. He has a little doggo follower. I now remember. I was like, how is it doggo against me here? I have the big doggo normally.
Yeah, doggos know your place. Speaking about Iskander, what's his name? I'm just gonna have to kill this Land Raider thingy. He can summon a scourge, a special scourge.
Yeah, he has like 2 retinue members. He has this doggo, and the other one is the scourge. You say?
Yep, exactly. It's a lore thing from the books. He's bound himself with a Nefertiti, I think the name is. Specific scourge. So that's a little cool thing.
We can now advance, but also.
We did. I actually thought we would die at like 8 or 9 or 10.
No, it's like survival is easy, you know.
Yeah, we did better with the talking than I expected. So. Because I mean, I can get really distracted when talking. Like if I'm in the kitchen and if you engage me in a conversation that's like a little more advanced, I mean, I'll just put things everywhere and not turn on the oven. I mean, it's.
So I want to at least get the final Crone Short location.
Go for it.
Just to get a little shiny action here. Let's see if it will be fine. Let's see. Have I one vehicle too much? Yes, you please. You go down. The map is if you have a Titan-sized unit, the map looks so small.
It does.
It's like
especially the walkers.
Yeah.
And then people want even bigger walkers. Yeah. That's like holy pathfinding, Batman.
It's not only pathfinding. It's like I also explained it to someone. It's just they follow like the how should I say the surface. If you have like a slope or anything, the Titan will just stand randomly like not up, and it looks real janky. If the models are small enough, you do not really notice it, but on bigger scale, Dawn of War looks really janky.
Yeah, it's not built for it.
Yes, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
I think the team has a good balance here. You get big stuff, but not too big. So it's the sweet spot.
So I hope now that I can get. I will just wait for the Incarn to give it the Crone Sword as well, and then we will just murder the opponent, I guess. Yeah, and I also have put anything from my list. I have questioned, how should I say, I asked you everything I wanted to, so while we are more or less in the closing parts here, you could also, like, I don't know, if you want to have a shout out or anything to someone or to anyone, this would be the time.
Well, I don't have any channels or stuff, but I can give a shout out to my girlfriend.
That would be something, yeah.
Yeah, love you, baby.
Nice. Will she watch this? Probably not.
Well, we'll see if she knows I said that or not. We'll see if she watched.
Nice. That's like a little. Do you watch what I do or do you don't? It's like a little test.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I just proceed with the A move now. And
sure.
Make some cinematic stuff here. So
I'll tag along, or I can take the other side here, perhaps.
Yeah, it's like probably one model someone wants to talk about or wants to know something about is the Hectari witches, especially some leaders and stuff. You were in there putting like the actual names, like they had the wrong leader names and stuff. You corrected that for 6.9.
We fixed that. Yeah, I think we fixed it. I already forgot with Scourges too, perhaps. But yeah, they're... Oh, well, we won. Yeah, the Hecatrix. That's the real name of the squad leader. So it goes Witch, Hecatrix, and then it goes up to, well, you have Blood Brides, but they're more like a parallel above, and then it goes up to Succubus.
Yeah, okay. So that's just another lore stuff that has been adjusted. So
that's right.
Okay, it was only one HQ, and I had the Titan firing at it, so it was a little short-lived, the defense of the Chaos, but that's okay. In this final remarks, I wanted to thank you for joining here. I wanted to thank you again for like your help in the tournament. I will at some point I will probably ask you again for it. So just a little heads up.
Sure.
How do you finish? How did I finish these things here? I forgot. So yeah, if you have anything last thing to say, this would be now the point. But if not, I would end the video here, I guess.
Yeah, we can end the video. As I said with the phone calls, well, I can go on and on.
Yeah.
So we might as well end it. It was fun. It was fun. Time flew.
Yeah, that's
1 hour.
That's true. I have to say, it was like, we're at wave 9 already.
Yeah, it really was.
Okay.
Yeah, you see how I just talk away an entire evening? This is how
it goes. Yeah, but before we have the how should I say, the viewers listen to us ramble on an hour, I will end it here. So thanks again for joining, and as the usual, guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye bye.